What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. If you don't know, I'm your boy Joe, aka The Casual, and this is The Clinch.
Cue shitty intro.
Let's look at this.
Look at the suplex here. Right on his head.
Unbelievable suplex lands right on his head.
Jesus Christ.
So let's talk about it, man. Michael Chandler and Dan Hooker. What do you guys think about that fight? I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't get me really hyped up or anything, but it's an interesting fight, especially for for us to gauge where Chandler's at. But I definitely think that he picked the right opponent for himself, and Dan, God bless his soul, but I don't see this fight working out very favorably for him.
I'm sorry, but I hate you. I hate you.
I hate you. I hate you.
I hate everything about you.
Now, if he can utilize his size and his reach, primarily his reach, maybe he can keep Chandler off him, but with the style that Chandler brings to this match, that brawler style, that wrestling heavy style.
Half hour, I haven't given him a run. Nice good right by Michael Chandler.
Another one connected. That's two. Benson Henderson needs to grab it or circle off here, not go back three.
I don't see it working out for Hooker. Again, if he utilizes his jab, keeps him on the end of that jab, maybe he can keep him at distance and control that little pit bull. But outside of that, I don't see it working out well for Hooker. What do you guys think, man? I mean, be honest. What do you guys really think? Regardless if you like Hooker or if you like Chandler, what do you guys honestly think? Hooker has a pretty solid ground game, but I don't see him finishing Chandler. You're crazy. I don't see him finishing Chandler. I mean, maybe just because his lanky style, maybe he can Spider-Man his way around Chandler.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Like a spider monkey. Go on.
Sure, that is a possibility, but I don't see it happening. And I certainly don't see him knocking Chandler out. Do you? Do you see him knocking Chandler out?
Of course, big knockdown for Dan Hooker. Big out. That's it.
Big knee and Jim Miller is out.
He'll be looking for. Big knockdown for Hooker. That's it. There's that head kick from Hooker. Look, he's facing.
Of course not. Now, on the flip side of that, I do, however, see Chandler potentially knocking Hooker out. I mean, if he pressures in like he always does, and he can bully himself, on the inside, then he could catch him. I mean, I've seen him stop a few fights with that. That he'll throw out that right, followed up by that left, that looping left, and that seems to be his go-to. It's a very mundane finishing move, if you will.
Finish him.
But it seems to work, and it also seems to work against people like Hooker, and Hooker's style. But again, what do you guys think, man? If it goes, he might be able to win by decision. Outside of that, I think Chandler's got this, which kind of sucks because I think Chandler, I think he kind of bitched out with this, and I think he kind of bitched out by picking Hooker, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know. Maybe he saw Hooker as a cheap date. Just putting it out there. But then again, what Hooker does bring to the table, however, is his heart and his grit and his drive. We can't deny that. We can't take that away from Hooker, okay?
Watch the knee. Oh, wow! Huge elbow as part of that. For me soon. Oh,
wow!
They're in the pocket trading.
Wow!
I mean, telephone booth from Poirier. He has thrown a lot of potential fight enders that Hooker has eaten.
If you go back to that Dustin fight, I mean, wow, I forgot how good of a fight that was, by the way. I just recently went back and checked it out last night. And, man, if you haven't seen that fight again, do yourself a favor and go back and just watch the fight, man. God, what a great fight. But, yeah, if he can weather the storm, because he's probably going to get caught a few times, being Dan Hooker. If he can weather the storm and keep Chandler off him most of the time, he could win by decision. But, I'd say that's the main driving attribute, the biggest attribute that I would say Hooker brings to the game. As far as Chandler, he has explosiveness, he has that power. He can most likely take Hooker down, especially with that size difference, that height difference. And furthermore, he has that low stance. He fights with that low stance. So if he wants to bring Hooker to the ground, I think that he definitely could. Anyways, until next time, guys.
Keep it in the clinch.